What's up, guys? It's your girl Jade. Sorry, and I'm back with another video again. So I have to get ready. I'm getting ready for work because I'm gotta leave soon. So I wanted to post this video real quick. I posted another one earlier, and so y'all will get to watch that one. This one will be scheduled, so it'll probably pop up around 1:30, 2 o'clock. Ow! Depending on how quickly I can edit it. But we're gonna be reacting to some scary stories. So, ignore my cup of noodles. But I hope you guys brought your snacks, your chips, or your soda pop, candy. Or I might choose a cup of noodles. Because this is my lunch before I go to work. And we're gonna be reacting to 3 stories. 2 are by Wansee Entertainment, and 1 is by a new person who I found who's called Horror Shorts Party. I'm going to make sure to put both of their links below. But guys, do make sure that you go check both of them out. They're very talented, and hey, if they see my video, hello, I love your content and I would love to react to it more, and I will put your stuff in the description. So you guys are ready? Let's begin. Okay, guys, so the first story we're gonna be reacting to is the cake made by my friends almost killed me.
This incident occurred when I just turned 12.
Look at you, looking cute with your little buns.
It was a big day for me, since we were going to throw my birthday
turning
party.
12 years old.
Everyone in my house was busy decorating inside.
Everybody's
A lot of my
baking and
friends
coming
and all my
over.
family members were supposed to come, so I was pretty excited at that moment. Later on, almost everyone had arrived, and I was waiting for 2 girls named Saya and Alania.
You're waiting on 2.
They were twin sisters
I don't like the
whom
way
I
these
just
twins
met a
look.
few days ago. We
And what's up
weren't
with their
actually
names?
that
They
close
sound
to each
kinda
other,
sketchy
but
already.
I thought they were nice and fun to hang
I'm
out
sorry.
with. So I invited them.
You
The
thought
day
they
I
looked
met
nice,
them
so
on
you
the
just
street.
invited them just 'cause?
And they laughed and said that they would love
And why
to
did
come.
they laugh like that when you gave them
In
the invitation?
fact, I didn't really think about them and forgot about those twin sisters soon, since I was enjoying the gifts I got. A few hours went by. I heard a loud knock on the door suddenly.
Who banging at
And
my
when
door
I
like
opened
that?
the door,
It better not
the
be the
twin
cops.
sisters, Saya and Alania,
Oh, it's
were
the twins.
standing there and smiling.
They look a little
Come on in.
sketchy.
I greeted them and tried to invite them inside. However, one of the girls said, "We weren't
expecting this many guests."
At first,
is it
what
not
she
a birthday
told me
party?
seemed pretty
There's
odd,
gonna be a lot of
but
people.
I didn't think much of it because they were
They
too shy and didn't like
something
being
off
around too
about
many
these
people.
twins.
So I introduced them
No,
to
no
everyone
ma'am,
in
no
the
ham.
house. Everything was fine until that moment. Not long after,
Okay,
they
at least
came
they brought her a
closer to me
present.
saying that they have my present. It was the
Look
cake
at the
they made.
cake.
It looked like a normal cake, but
It
smelled really
smelled.
bad. And it looked like it was rotting for a long
what the
time.
heck?
No doubt, I
I
felt
wouldn't
disgusted.
eat that then.
But soon, I decided not to judge by its looks. So I
You gonna
eventually tried
You gonna
one
eat
bite.
the cake that you just
To my
said smelled like
surprise,
crap.
it tasted really good.
But it tastes
I
good.
proceeded to eat more and more. But then, my eyes suddenly started to
Oh, they
go
didn't
blurry.
drug the cake.
The last
They
thing
didn't
I
put drugs in the
remembered
cake.
were the twins'
knock you-
big
Oh,
creepy
no.
grin, and that I was dragged by them somewhere.
Who are these kids'
Then
parents?
I
Because I'm about to
passed
fight them.
I don't know how much time went by.
See, then
but
it's
when
the
I
baby
woke
to
up
the
again,
hospital.
I was in a hospital. I could
Had it
feel my
been my
whole body
child,
hurting, and my
I would've
parents
whooped.
almost cried when they saw me wake up. I was confused and asked the nurse standing next to
Yeah,
me
what's
what
going
had
on here?
happened. Then she
They
told
don't need
me
to explain what?
that a lot of guests noticed that
They
I
noticed
was
that she was
gone
missing?
at certain points on that day.
How y'all not notice a little
They were
girl whose
looking
birthday
for
party
me,
it
and
is
they
is
eventually
missing?
found me unconscious and beaten up
They
terribly
beat
in our
her
shed.
and locked
My
her in the
parents
shed?
were shocked
Wow.
and immediately called the ambulance and the police. They asked everyone all kinds of questions, but then one of my friends noticed the twin girls were gone too. Eventually, they
Say
were
kudos
found
to your
in my
friends.
attic,
If he hadn't found
hiding
you,
behind some big boxes. It was said that they were covered in blood and were
Oh.
smiling widely
Heck
at the
no.
police. It turned out
Oh,
that the
they're
girls
juvenile
put the heart
delinquent.
and the guts
Ew,
of a dead sheep,
ew,
some
ew,
small
ew,
bones,
ew, ew, ew.
and even thin
Pins and
small
needles,
needles in
too?
the cake I ate. And they also put lots
And they
of
threw in
candies, chocolates,
candy and
some
chocolate
sweet
to make
things,
it seem
so
like it
that's
wasn't
why I couldn't notice anything weird.
bad.
It
They
is
threw
said that the
hearts and
girls had
stuff from
escaped from
animals.
juvenile a few
Nasty.
days ago, exactly on the day I first
Ugh.
met them.
They're little
Fortunately, I
demon
didn't
children.
swallow
Oh,
any of the
no.
needles, but I had
Yeah,
to
I know
suffer
you
from
sick.
food poisoning
Poor
badly for a
baby.
while.
Thank God you didn't
The
swallow
doc
any
told
of the
me I was very lucky
sharp
to
stuff,
survive.
but that is...
To this day, I still
Oh,
wonder what would have
God.
happened to me that day if my family and friends hadn't found me in time.
Let me just say, if that was my child, and you sorry, nasty little evil children did that to my baby, and I find out, and you hadn't disappeared, oh, my foot would have been all up your ass. I would have beat the hell out of some kids today, and I don't care. Take me to jail. Take me to jail. I don't care. Y'all tried to kill, poison, y'all done drugged the baby, y'all tried to kill her, y'all beat her, and she was being nice and invited y'all to her birthday party. Although, where are the little girl's parents? Because you shouldn't be inviting no random strangers you just met on some playground. To your party. The little girl needed a beating for inviting those kids to her party, but she needed to say thank you to her friend, because if he hadn't said anything about those twins, nobody would have ever found you. And the fact that they really did something that nasty, I hope those girls rot in hell. And I know that's rude to say, but those girls are evil. Next video. Alrighty guys, so the next one comes from Wansee Entertainment. Oh, that was Wansee Entertainment, by the way. The next one by Wansee Entertainment is a video called My Teacher Got Fired and She Tried to Kill Us.
My name is Karen.
Okay, we got another Karen.
And this happened when I was 14
She
years
might be a nice
old.
Karen.
I had the best teacher ever, who was also
Okay, I don't
really
even
kind.
like the vibe of this teacher already.
She let us do whatever
She let
we
y'all smoke and
wanted
drink
and didn't care
and
about
stuff in
us
class.
at all. I know that it
she a
wasn't
laid-back
appropriate
teacher,
for
but
her
she a
students.
little,
However,
fishy.
because we were young kids, everyone liked her except for one person.
Oh, so Mr.
He
Nerd
was
don't like
what
the
we
teacher?
called a nerd. He was
But
smart,
y'all kinda mean for
but he
calling
was a
him a
big
nerd.
snitch and really annoying.
He just wants his education.
He always said we all needed to study and not goof around, but everyone ignored him. We heard that our teacher had
she got
been
fired.
fired. There were rumors going around about her. One was that she
Oh,
was fired
the rumor that the
because the
nerd
nerd
caused it?
had snitched on her and told
And his parents complained, of course.
They all complained to the principal.
Oh, and people started
Soon
bullying
the
him
nerd
because
was
of that.
bullied a lot because of it. And he
point
finally
where he
ended up
moved
leaving
away.
the school and moving to
He
another
really
one.
moved, wow.
When he packed his stuff and left the classroom on his last day, I saw him crying
Oh,
and
he looked a little
staring at
evil
us
right
with a
there. Oh, no,
bruised
sorry.
eye. It gave me goosebumps. About 2 years later, on a rainy day, we had
y'all
to
still
stay
ain't paying
beside the
attention to school,
classroom.
which y'all need to
We
be.
were just talking, playing, and doing other stuff as usual.
You need to enjoy your
When the class was about to
education
start,
while you have
our
it.
teacher told us all to use the bathroom
Some people don't
beforehand.
get it.
So while some of us were
No, the
walking to the
bathroom.
bathroom, we saw that the teacher who had been fired walked into the school. She was calm. As we walked past her, she suddenly looked at us, stopped us, and said, "Wait, I know you.
Yeah, that's
You
definitely
guys
y'all
were
teacher.
in my class,
What is she
right?"
doing?
She was
in the-
smiling at
Ooh, I
us,
don't like that
but
smile. Please stop.
somehow she looked very
What
tired.
is she doing in the school?
And I felt
thought
a
they
bit
fired
weird.
her.
We
So
replied,
if they fired her, how was she
yes,
able to walk
ma'am.
back
At
in?
that very moment, we saw
are
a
these
gang of
hounds?
boys following her, and I could see that they were holding knives with some blood on it. We then
Run
started
away.
screaming, but all the classrooms were far away from the bathroom, so nobody could hear our desperate screams. Then we turned
would not sit
around
there,
and
I'd
told the
run.
teacher and the gang to please
Y'all
go
begging for
away
your
and
lives. I'd
spare
be
us.
running.
Our teacher
Catch me if
glared
you
at us for a
can.
while and
I'm the
slowly
gingerbread
started
man.
smiling.
Run.
Don't worry, you are next.
Oh
As
my
soon as she told us this, someone abruptly pulled out a knife
no.
and they
You see
all
the black girl
started
in
grabbing
back.
us. The next thing I knew, we were dragged onto some kind of big van. My friends and I were crying and terrified. I knew something bad was going to happen.
Lord Jesus.
However, at that moment, when they pulled us into a
Oh,
van,
you
we
lucky.
suddenly
You were
heard a
so
loud
lucky.
siren. Fortunately, one of the teachers saw when they entered the school and stabbed some of the students.
So
He
2 girls got
immediately
stabbed
called the
before.
police.
Now they're
After they were arrested,
Serves
all
them
the
right.
students had to go home early and the school
Y'all
closed for a
girls.
week. It
Oh,
turned
they a
out that the
gang, and they
gang
work for
was hired
surgeons.
by
Oh.
former surgeons who were fired for
Ooh.
removing people's organs
Ew.
and killing them. Furthermore, our psychopath teacher had been working
So
with
she
them,
worked for him too.
and she was a murderer who would have murdered parents
shoot.
and raped their kids. A few months after, the whole gang
Good,
was
serves them right.
sentenced to
Although
10
they need to
years
get in
in
jail
prison.
longer, but
She finally received a death sentence. However, that was not all. To
see,
our
this is why you
surprise,
don't mess
the
with the
police also
nerds.
found out that the nerd had been helping the
you
teacher
don't ever know
with
what people
murder
are going through. This is
for
why you
a
don't mess
long
with them. 'Cause
time.
Look.
I don't know
He
why
started
he
working
did
with the teacher
that.
and he got arrested
But
too.
anyway, he will be
But he
charged
was
with
working with
helping
her.
her with murder when he turns 18.
Wow. You see, this is why. Okay, I have 3 things. 1, this is why you don't mess with people and do stupid stuff, because you have no idea what a person's going through, and it could be their last limit or they could be crazy. One of the 2. 2, this is why you take education important and serious instead of playing around in class and doing stupid stuff. Third of all, how did this teacher get back into the school? If you're fired, don't they have a regulation to keep her out of the school? Don't y'all have security? How did y'all not see her get in the... Y'all? All I can say is y'all little girls better be lucky somebody found out that the other girls got hurt and they were able to get you. Because let me tell you, you probably would have died. Take your education more seriously, children. Take it serious. Okay, last video of today is by Horror Shorts Party. And like I said at the beginning, I will put your link down below because I really want to react to your content. This story looks good and I'm excited. Okay, so let's go because I only have 5 minutes before I have to go. Omegle chat horror story.
This story happened to me a couple years ago. It happened on a Saturday night. I was typing out a school report for my English class and was pretty worn out from the tedious amount of thinking that transpired throughout the paper. I decided to take a break and procrastinate a little bit. Maybe watch a couple of
How you
YouTube
talking about
videos.
you working on a paper and it's
I
squiggly
needed
lines?
to take some stress off my mind, but
what were you
didn't really
doing?
have anyone to
Watching
vent or talk
YouTube
to.
videos.
This gave me the idea to visit a chat room called Omegle.
Omegle.
For those of you who don't know what Omegle is, it's a chat room where you can literally video chat with random strangers online through your computer webcam. Needless to say, Omegle definitely helped with my social skills growing up as a child, so I was always active on it. I remember
I did
this
it like once or
one
twice.
particular
I'm never
night.
doing
I
it
was
again.
having
It
trouble
was just
meeting
too
new people.
awkward.
This left me a little frustrated, to say the least, but that's
there
the
was
kind
this
of
one
thing
guy
to
I met who
expect
was
when you're
really
on
nice.
these kind of chat
He was a
sites.
sweetheart.
That's when I stumbled upon this one guy. He looked to
this
be
dude
around the
looking
same age
like
group as
Jeff the
myself
Killer
and
already.
seemed like a pretty
And I'm not
harmless
trying to be
individual.
mean, but he
I
looked a
decided to say
little
hi.
creepy.
He didn't say anything back, he just typed the word hi in the chat box.
He's giving me Jeff the
I
Killer.
found it kind of weird that he would go through the effort of typing out
was
hi
that
as
hi?
opposed to just saying hi verbally. He then waved at me and began typing something else. He introduced himself in the chat box saying, "My name is Daniel, what's your name?" I verbally said, "My name is James, how are you?" He then stares at the camera and doesn't say a word to me, completely dismissing the fact that I just asked him a question. At this point, I was convinced that this had to be some sort of pre-recorded video and that someone was just trolling me. That's when he began typing in the chat box again saying, "I'm deaf, please type in the chat box unless you know sign language."
And you just don't know
I
about
honestly
people.
felt stupid and immediately
He's
typed,
deaf, he can't
"No
hear."
worries, my name is James," and gave a quick thumbs up
He
as
had
an
to
act
quick-
of
he
kind
had to
gesture.
fix that real quick.
He
You're
immediately
already
typed
judging the
back
person
saying,
before you even
"Nice
know
to
him."
meet you, James," and gave me a thumbs up as well. He then typed something else that left me dumbfounded. He said,
Excuse me
I
for
will use
slurping,
my
y'all. I'm trying
whiteboard
to
to
eat this
chat with you
fast.
going forward because my hands will be occupied. I was confused
His
by
hands
what
are
he
gonna
meant
be
by
occupied.
that, so I
What the heck
typed,
does that mean?
what do you mean by your hands being occupied? He then starts writing on a whiteboard and raises it up on the screen, which read, "Want to play a game?" I typed,
Oh no!
Sure,
Oh no! No!
what
No! No!
game
No!
do you play?"
Not no. Want to play a
What he
game?
did next,
This is not Jigsaw.
something I will never forget.
We are not in
to this
Saw.
day. He held a
And no, I
revolver
have
up
not
with
seen
one
any
hand
of the Saw
and
movies,
a
but I know
whiteboard up
about
with the other
Jigsaw,
hand,
and I
saying,
know about his crazy
"Let's play
game.
Russian roulette."
And
I was
don't
honestly
play
quite
that.
creeped
I
out by
would've
this
cut the
guy
computer
and
off
was
immediately.
contemplating on clicking
I'm
the stop
sorry.
option to skip this weirdo. That's when he wrote another message on the whiteboard saying, 1 of 6.
1 of 6.
I was confused by what 1 of
Revolver,
6
Russian
meant.
roulette.
He then
Excuse
took the
me?
revolver, slipped
Oh
one bullet inside the
no!
cylinder,
I
and
would have
began
cut the
spinning
computer
it with
off
his other hand.
immediately.
I now knew
I would
what
have
he
called
meant
the
by
cops.
1 of 6.
Like, this
It
person
seemed
is
like
a
the
danger
guy
to
was about
himself
to
right now. Y'all
demonstrate
need
an
to come
act of
help
Russian
him,
roulette
please,
with one bullet
immediately,
in the
right
cylinder
now.
of 6.
I don't know where he
He
live
then
at, but
puts the revolver
y'all need
against
to
his
do
head.
something.
I began typing. What are you doing? Please stop this. The guy then smiles disturbingly on the camera and pulls the trigger. Nothing happened. He starts laughing hysterically like a psycho.
Is
I
this the
was
Joker?
honestly
Like, are you the
disturbed, but
Are you
also
the Joker's
skeptical if the gun
nephew?
was real,
His son?
so I typed,
Why are you
"Is that
laughing
even
like that,
real?"
sir?
He then points the revolver at the wall and begins to repeatedly
Is
press
it
the
even
trigger
real?
until the shot was fired. I was completely blown
no.
away by what I was seeing and typed,
He's crazy.
"Dude, you could have died."
He crazy.
That's when the guy raised the whiteboard
And I
to
don't
the
say
screen
that lightly.
again,
Like, I know
showing the
some people are
message,
mentally,
5 of
they need
6.
help, but that's no,
I
that's not
frantically started
mental.
typing,
You
"Don't do it,"
crazy.
repeatedly in the chat box, desperately trying to get his attention.
Excuse me?
He then began loading the revolver with 5
1,
bullets while I gestured no by
2,
waving my hands back and forth like a lunatic.
3.
I knew the odds of him surviving this
4,
time
5.
were slim to none.
Did he put in 5
He then
bullets?
raises the revolver against his head once again and begins to disturbingly smile, with tears running down
He's
his face.
crying. Oh no.
He began
Please don't
mumbling
do
the
it.
words. "It was nice meeting you, James."
It was nice to meet
I
you.
immediately
Don't
slammed
do
my
it.
laptop
Oh
shut
my.
as I hear a gunshot a split second before the laptop was fully closed. I was
Well,
left baffled
know
on
he's
my
dead.
computer desk. I hadn't a clue what
And
to
I'm
do.
not even being funny.
I
You
stupidly
know he's
opened
dead.
my laptop
There's no
up
way
with
he
my eyes
survived that.
closed. I pressed my hand
Why
against
would you
the screen
open
where
back
the
up the
video chat was
computer? I'm
located.
throwing that computer out.
I opened my eyes.
I'm getting a new one.
Through the cracks of my
I don't even want to
fingers,
see it.
I can see blood displayed everywhere on his screen.
Oh,
I immediately click the
that's
exit
sick.
button on the Google Chrome tab and call it a night. To this day, I'm still skeptical about what I saw that night.
So you mean to tell me
I haven't reported anything
you
to the
saw
police,
this,
nor have I reported
and you still
anything to
going
a
back
man.
on the site?
I'm not sure if that was
Clearly
the
you ain't
wisest
learned your
decision,
lesson,
but
sir.
I hope I never
Clearly.
encounter anyone like that again.
You ain't called the cops or nothing? That poor child. See, the man is stupid. This guy could have been something was mentally wrong, or he just crazy or whatever. So on his part, I don't think he should have done it, but he's gone now. There's nothing he can do. As for the one who went on the site, you still went back on the site after that happened. You didn't report it to the police or to the site that he did this. His corpse could be rotting in the building somewhere and nobody could have found him. Just dumb. And the fact that you went back on the site makes you even stupider. Like, if I saw that, I'd be done and over with it. I'm not going back on that site. First of all, I see him pull out a gun or any of that, I'm cutting it off immediately. So you, sir, were dumb. Anyway, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video of me reacting to 3 scary stories. Like I said, I will have their descriptions down below. It is almost spooky season, so we will be reacting to way more scary stuff and way more spooky gameplays and all that. And as always, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in my next video.